Hello and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. We're into Friday, would you believe, and we're into May, of course. Dear me, how the months are flying. Now obviously this is where it all ends, isn't it? This is where the Grassroots Football Winter Leagues finish. That's where the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Champions League all finish. And boy, have we had some games. And when you look at yesterday or last night's Europa League's games, basically there's no opposition to the English clubs, was there? And anyone who watches football must understand. To be honest, I don't know how Man United ended up winning that 3-0. But if you look, and if you're going to be picky, it should have been disallowed the first goal for a penalty for handball. You saw that situation there. Garnacho hit his hand, and then obviously he went on to score the goal, but the player was sent off it as well. So really, if that was being pulled back, there wouldn't have been a sending off. How would the game have gone? So I thought United were fortunate there, and they went on to win 3-0. And to be honest, in that Europa League, I don't think there's any opposition to the English clubs when you look at it. Is the Chelsea home and dusted, home dry, and Tottenham, I think they are as well. You know what I mean? I can't see them getting beat whatsoever as well. So there you go. It's only Real Betis, I think, who would go to the final with Manchester United, and I think that's again a one-horse race, isn't it? You know what I mean? But there you go. It's a backdoor into. You could actually say, when you look at those three teams who were in there, they've had a really terrible season. And I don't know, you know, everyone's picking on the Premier League champions, which is us, Liverpool, of course, and saying how easy the league was. Well, I keep stating, don't I, take those points off Liverpool and leave them a point ahead, and it'd be the best league challenge since God knows how long. That's the way they'd all look at it. It wouldn't be, oh, all these teams are weak. It'd be fantastic. Wow, everyone is aiming to win the Premier League. It's the best ever Premier League we've ever seen. And that's what would have happened. But because Liverpool are so far ahead, every other team got an excuse. Or every pundit is making an excuse for all these teams. And the fans saying how weak they've been hit by injuries. This wouldn't have happened if our players had been fit. Well, Liverpool have been hit by injuries as well, if you cast your mind back. And decisions gone against everyone, not just, you know, Arsenal are saying all decisions went against them. You can't be picky, you can't be choosy. You have to get onto it. And, you know, Tottenham, they've got to look and say, wow, you know, if you can't tell me that they couldn't perform, and they took the lead, so where's the excuse of not holding on? And then they faced the wrath of Liverpool at their best, unfortunately, and we went on to win the Premier League itself. So it's still partying here on Merseyside, and the Blue Flares, everyone's making a massive song and dance about them. But I'll guarantee you what's going to happen on the last game of the season at Goodison Park. You know, Red fans have a way of getting the Blue fans back, don't they? And vice versa. So I'm sure the banter should be good there as well. There should be a lot of red flares flying around there as well. And if they don't change them over, they're better off just standing there saying, what's this? Pretending Evertonians and do it, isn't it? It's a lot easier. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, we're talking about May, and no difference tomorrow. I think there'll be cup games. I don't think there's many league games. If there's league games left in the winter leagues, then that has been an absolute tough season as well in your league, if there's still playoffs going ahead on that one. But as you say, it's all cup games, and unfortunately this is where it does come to the end, and then the summer league starts straight after, so there is no break. So how do you feel with your kids going from the winter league into the summer league, and look at it next season, the leagues we get involved in and walk around, don't cross the line, and they're going straight into a winter league. So it's all round, and do you know what, the committees will be stressed as well, because they do not get a break. So it remains to be seen how these things go as well. Winter into summer, summer into winter, the kids non-stop playing, how will it affect them, their legs in the future? I'd love your thoughts on this, Mal, at don'txtheline.com. Will they be burnt out? Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. And we'll go from there, and we'll start, no doubt. People will not let their kids go to other teams. Summer league, it does happen. But it's not going to happen this time, because teams are just going to follow on. Now, if your team goes and joins another team, how's that fair? Where's the affiliation there? There isn't. It should be team after team after team. And I see these tournaments, and I look at it, and you can say they must be affiliated. And if that means affiliated, that's okay, but you can go and play for another team. Is that okay as well? That doesn't make sense to me. What is the reasoning behind getting other players from other teams before they go back to their own team in the Winter League to play for your team? What is the reasoning behind that? What does that mean? You want a stronger team to win the league? Is it for the kids? Is it for yourselves? Why don't we just take our own teams into tournaments, into summer leagues, into winter leagues, without... I understand if kids have come to play for you and the transfers go ahead and teams or players leave other teams and then join that team. Well, that's fair enough. But again, if you look at the bigger picture, it is not developing or development in kids football, is it, from that particular coach who has started that team in the first place. Now, we know what's going to happen, don't we, in the future. If Joe Bloggs comes off the street and says, do you know what, I want to get involved in grassroots football, I want to bring myself a team together, get the kids together, because they're doing nothing, they're struggling, there's plenty of kids without teams, let's develop these kids, let's make a team up, and let's get affiliated. Well, I don't think that's going to be the case in many leagues, actually, because I don't think leagues are going to take individual teams. And I can understand, I can see individual teams, what they want is you to start a team up, get your level 1 coaching badge, level 2, whichever you want to do, and then go and join a club, and then go and join a league. So it's up to that league then to get that team into a league. Now, if that's good for you, I'm not too sure, because you haven't got your say then. You can't raise funds for kids to take them wherever you want to do. You have to go under club rules, and they'll tell you what you should be doing with your money. So you become a volunteer for that club, a manager, a coach for the club that you choose. Is it good for you? I don't know. Do you want to get involved in it like that? It's up to yourself, but you won't see many managers now, individual managers with individual clubs, because they're all getting pushed away. And I think it's unfair, to be honest, because there's some great people out there who want to become managers and develop their own side, and they can do with the club, as you say, but they're under club rules then, and they have to do what that club tells them. So in the long run, is it really worth it? Because I wouldn't do it, honestly. If I was getting a team back, I'd want to get my own team. I'd want to develop them like we did, and then bring in teams together, develop the teams to make that club up. Because clubs, when they fold, and they will further down the line, what are they going to do then, the leagues? What are they going to, because teams will just disband, and there'll be no kids. There'll be plenty of kids on the street and no managers to coach them, because managers will have had enough. So that's what you've got to be worried about in the long run. I'd like to hear, and we'll get some of the guests in from club committee members as well. We'll get them in and stating what they do, what they offer the kids, how much it is, because I believe subs will be going up, and there'll be registration fees, sign-on fees going into the club, which I think stinks, my honest opinion. I don't think there should be any sign-on fees for any individual player. I really don't. They're not professional, they're not under contracts. It doesn't make sense to me. They're all volunteers, the people behind it. So what are we doing? How are we raising the funds? What are we doing with the funds? If you've got the funds in your club and you're going to take the kids on days out. You know, can individual teams do that because they're individual parents, individual youngsters with the friends? I don't know, but we'll get all this sorted out, no doubt, when we have some great shows on throughout the Winter League, the Summer League, the Tournament League, the bank holiday tournaments, you name it. This is what we're looking at. But let's just see what happens. And I know summer leagues are beginning to start. There will be tournaments this coming Monday and the end of May as well. Bank holiday tournaments. Wow. There's going to be a lot. So there's no rest for the kids whatsoever, is there? Your opinions, come on, you managers, coaches, even mums and dads and referees. It's great for yourselves if you're a referee, because it means that you're making money week in, week out, and there's no respite for you, and that's good because you can pick and choose. How do your leagues find referees? Do referees all go to individual leagues? Do they move on, or are they posted in one individual league and they're not allowed to officiate in another league? Let's take new referees as well, how that works out and what you're thinking of. And we're still continuing throughout the tournaments, throughout the summer leagues, throughout the winter leagues. What are we talking about? Respect on and off the field of play. So please, please, wherever you are, and if you're going out to a tournament, please make sure that you show respect on and off the field of play, because it does make a difference for the kids. It encourages the kids to play, because there's no animosity coming from the sidelines towards the referees, if we can count that out. So you need a DXTL ref plan. Send it in, do a ref plan, DXTL ref plan. This is what we started in the Respect campaign, and we love Lostock all adhered to it and put it out to all their teams, and have been absolutely fantastic. And some may have seen a post that went out towards myself when I put a show on stating that there was an under-12s team kicking off in a club, from a club who were really, really bad, really poor, and we're defeating the object by supporting this club. It doesn't make sense, and we hadn't even heard about it, to be honest. And when we contacted the league itself, and the person who was making these accusations about the team, the person was based in London and having a go about the team. But when I said to her, could you name the team for me, please? The team didn't come across. The team weren't named. So we don't know where this has come from. And obviously the committee were looking into it all, and they supported us through it, and we supported them through it as well. But you can't put posts up there and real big statements about the way, you know, referees, they're all scared of the team, they're all scared of the coaches, even the referees, the committees. Why did he allow this? And obviously that was just some sort of campaign, not just against ourselves, but from the league itself in question. But we won't mention names, because it looks like scammers are out and about and trying to destroy clubs, teams, by their input and their false accusations. So be aware of it, folks. Please, all you managers and coaches, that people can be out there to destroy you if something happens and got a little bit of a jealousy streak into you. Then you know, these things can happen. So be aware, and let your friends and other fellow coaches know that scammers are out there to attack clubs, to attack anyone they can, leagues as well. So even us, but at the end of the day, they can do with us, because all we're doing is putting awareness campaigns out there to support every team out there, every referee out there, every child out there, every club out there, all the committee members, and that's it. The coaches, the managers, we're there for everyone, and we're trying to make sure that grassroots football becomes better for everyone out and about there. So we're independent, we're a not-for-profit organisation, we're a voluntary organisation, community interest company, which is the next best thing to a charity. So you can understand where we're coming from. Don't Cross the Line has been established since 2003, bringing football communities together and making a difference on and off the field of play. And that's what we'll continue week in, week out. So bear with us, stick with us and support us, because we're only trying to make a difference for you out there, everyone in grassroots football. Organisations, some of the organisations are way past it, they want to go on their own and do their own thing, but they don't want to team up with any other. That goes to county FAs as well. Certain county FAs who don't want to support voluntary organisations that are making a difference and come up with good ideas. All they want to do is challenge them and be better than them, and I can't understand that. Instead of singing off the same song sheet. Do you find that yourselves? Let us know, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. But of course, I've said that and I repeat myself. And don't forget, on our YouTube channel, please subscribe, because it's free, and then you can tune in, and we're going to make a difference. And we want to try and bring in an editor to soup up our DXTL TV from the touchlines, make it a little bit different. Spotify as well. This is what we're trying to do to achieve, and we want to make a difference on the website, on Spotify, on YouTube, on all our social network channels. Make a difference for you, make it better, and make it really, really good for everyone, so the kids will enjoy it as well. And while I'm on the show, apologies for Dan and Jaden, who are busy. I think Jaden's studying his wrestling, and he's looking good, by the way. And Dan is revising on his exams, and no one's going to stand in their way if they're trying to better their lives and their futures. We wish them all the very, very best. And hopefully they'll be available next Friday to do a little bit of a show, and I'm sure we'll have a catch up with Dan regarding his officiating, his refereeing, because no doubt he'll have some stories to tell us. And also with Jaden, and I've watched Jaden on Instagram practicing in wrestling, and boy, could he make it. Yes, I think he can as well. So well done, Jaden, well done, Dan. Keep up the great work, and we'll have you in here very, very soon indeed. We'll have a catch up, and we'll get updates on everything that we're doing. We will give you them, because it's going to be packed over the next few weeks, I assure you. And tomorrow we want to announce big news indeed about a partnership. So please stay tuned, and we'll give you more details in tomorrow's show. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Anyway, there you go. How long have we got left on the show? We've got 1 minute 45 seconds, so it's flowing, and it's into May, our first May show. Bank holiday Monday to bank holiday weekend, so everyone is going to be chock-a-block. The weather has been fantastic, and it's cooling as we go into the weekend, into the bank holiday weekend. But it's still going to be dry, and that's the main thing. And I think there's circuses, fairgrounds, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of people going to Southport and beyond for their weekends away. How many are flying out on holiday for their weekends away? Probably quite a few. So whatever you're doing, have an absolutely fantastic weekend, and no doubt there'll be plenty of teams playing football, and we'll be catching up with a few, watching them play their cup finals, and also celebrating with them and congratulating them. And that's what grassroots football is all about, I assure you. So there you go, we've come to the end of our show. So thank you so much indeed for each and every one of you at Grassroots Football out there who support Don't Cross the Line and all the work that we do. And we also have our Hearts of Gold choir tomorrow. And if your child is a singer between 8 and 16, please, we need 1 or 2 more, because things are motivating and things are moving very fast indeed. And if you want to be part of it, contact myself, mal@don'ttexttheline.com. In the meantime, put your feet up, relax, and have a great Friday evening. Enjoy everything that we're doing, and we look forward to meeting you out and about again once more at Grassroots Football tomorrow. But over this weekend, please remember, Ref Spect Awareness was a couple of weeks ago, but it begins as soon as you kick off in your grassroots football game, be it cup, be it a friendly, be it a league game if there are any left. We just want you to show respect and treat our referees fairly on and off the field of play. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Cheerio for now.